Welcome to AFC, where the best anglers in the world go head-to-head in some of the toughest and most pristine fishing locations around Australia. USA and Japan's best anglers will team up with Australian champions to chase bream, bass and iconic barramundi. Join us on the ultimate road trip and watch the world's best anglers fish the most stunning locations in Australia to win fishing's greatest prize.
Folks, welcome to Series 10 of AFC. We're here at Gladstone for match number 1. We have Team Hobie and Team Mercury hitting the water. They have 4 hours to catch their 5 biggest bream. Let's get them started. Competitors, your finish time is 11:15. Team Hobie, Team Mercury will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go, mate.
I'm following Chris so I don't run aground.
With world-class anglers coming from the US and Japan to compete with Australia's finest, AFC is the pinnacle of fishing around the world. Just north of Australia's famous Fraser Coast lies Port Curtis, our bream arena, a massive shallow bay protected by Facing Island to the northeast. Many small islands inside the bay are surrounded by small coral reefs and home to many species of fish. Our quarry today is both yellowfin and pikey bream. Anglers will have to manage fast-running tides, strong winds and rocky outcrops to triumph over these testing conditions.
We're here with Team Hobie at their first stop of the morning. They're fishing a rocky location just near Corn Island. They're going to be getting their lines in the water first off.
First cast, rock and roll. The main structure we looked for this morning were rocky points, either on the islands or on the mainland, with current hitting them. If you had the current in there, it was pushing bait in there, and there was more likelihood that there was going to be fish sitting off that. Yeah, my fishies. Oh, that's a bream. No, that bite.
While the boys begin their session, let's get some background on the bream teams competing this year. Team Hobie consists of Chris Hickson and rookie Shane Taylor. Chris is making his 4th AFC appearance and is currently 3rd in the ABT rankings, while Shane is making his debut after winning the ABT Hobie Kayak Grand Final at Bem River in 2012. Team BCF is Steve Gill and Heath Blakey. Steve's ABT bream ranking of 9th means that he knows his way around tournament fishing. His teammate Heath won the ABT Bribie Island Grand Final in 2012. This rookie team is keen to do well and prove that they aren't here to make up the numbers. Team Mercury's Russell Babicule and Warren Carter are together again after 2 straight AFC wins at Foster last year. Russell won ABT Angler of the Year in 2012 and is currently the #1 ranked ABT angler. Warren Carter is a black bream specialist from Victoria and is the ABT Angler of the Year for 2013. They will be the ones to beat.
Bombs away.
We've just caught up with Team Mercury. Their first stop for the morning has been a 15-minute run from the start line. Conditions here today are very testing. We've got some bright skies, we've got a bit of cloud, and most importantly for the anglers, we've got a bit of wind blowing. It will put chop in the water and hopefully it will get the fish to bite.
Get in there. Don't come back without something on you.
Gladstone was a lot tougher than we expected. Unfortunately, the tides probably didn't coincide with the best fishing times for us, so we went straight out to a spot that looked good and had a lot of structure, but there wasn't a lot of water on it, and wind and tides and getting snagged a lot, so it was tougher than we thought.
Oh, that's all bad. Both snagged up. Most frustrating. Certainly looking for a lot more water to come up.
That's a good start. Just snap the tip.
Oh.
As you can see from the country behind us, we have very rocky shore and we have undulating depth. The price you pay with fishing such rocky country is that you quite often snag up. And we've just seen the two boys both snag up at the same time. Russ, when he's trying to get the lure off, broke his rod. So it just shows you the frustration of tournament fishing. The fish we found were sort of tucking in under the coral. They weren't up feeding like we'd imagine they were, so we had to use deeper diving lures and try and get them to sort of bash into the coral and park it in their face and shake it a little bit, and you just had to be in the strike zone to get the bites.
Come on, bait. There it is.
There he goes.
Oh!
Don't need a net.
We're an hour into the session and so far we have no fish in the well. However, I'm expecting the bite to get better the further we get into the session. This tide's coming in, the fish will move up onto the flats and they should start to bite.
It's some nasty country. The wind is horrendous.
I don't think I've ever fished a venue with so much water movement.
Yeah.
I think our biggest tides back home would probably fall about 1 metre. So to come up here and have 4 metre tides, it's pretty impressive.